Hey, good morning, third grade. Happy Monday. I hope you're still well. I want to go ahead and teach you some new notes today. We have 2 new notes that we're going to learn today. But really quickly, let's review what we did last week. We learned a new song last week, Yankee Doodle. If you want to go ahead and make sure you have your music out for Yankee Doodle, it's in the link to last week's video. Hopefully you have this stuff printed out. If you don't print it out, you can just read it on the screen. That's totally fine as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at Yankee Doodle. No warm-up. If you need to warm up, you can do that on your own, but we have the same warm-up every week, and so you can go ahead and play those 7 notes on your own. Pause the video if you need to, but if you don't need to warm up, let's go ahead and get at it with Yankee Doodle. Ready? Starting on G. Here we go. Oh, I'm forgetting something. My metronome. My goodness gracious. Bad practice habits by Mr. Pulley, ladies and gentlemen, documented on the YouTube. So here we go. Got the metronome going. Here is 92. It's good tempo. Here's 4. Yankee Doodle. 1, 2, 3. There you go, Yankee Doodle. So again, using the fingering chart, it's linked below if for some reason you didn't print that out. It's also in previous videos as well if for some reason this link doesn't work for you. Couple quick reminders. When you're going down from G to F sharp, make sure you're hovering over the bottom half of the recorder. So you can just go G to F sharp and just hover. If you're holding the bottom like this, it's hard to go from G to F sharp. And your fingers aren't really in place. So make sure you're hovering. New song. Let's switch to a new song. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Super classic. You know it up here. It's easy. Well, easy to think about. New notes. This is where it gets tricky. If you look at the fingering chart, you will see that the thumb hole is half filled in. Now, in a perfect world, when you play these higher notes that we're going to learn today, you're going to play with your thumb. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. Your thumb's going to be covering half of the hole. It doesn't need to be exact. And so what you're going to do when you're playing these high notes is all you're going to do is just roll your thumb off a little bit. It even works when you use no thumb. It even works, but if you have your thumb on there just a little bit, you know, maybe about halfway. It doesn't need to be exact. That'll work. And so super easy. So D is all fingers, no pinkies. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No pinkies. Low D. There we go. We know that. Now, if I roll off the thumb a little bit, I get a higher note. And so high D and high E, the next note that we're going to learn, are the same as the low versions, but your thumb is going to be a little bit off of the back hole. And so, low D, high D, move the thumb. And then same for E. E, 3 on top, 2 on bottom, 3 plus 2, boom. Low E, and then high E, as you imagine, move the thumb. There you go. And so, with Twinkle Twinkle, take a second, as always, to match your notes. Take a look where high D and high E go. I'll give you a hint. High D is going to be the 4th line from the bottom. Every good boy does. D. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then high E is going to be the top space. Remember, faces for spaces. F-A-C-E. So E is on the top space. And so, Twinkle Twinkle should sound like this. I won't play the whole thing. You can play the whole thing, of course. A tip for you, transitioning from high D to C. So high D to C, you're going to have to make sure that thumb gets rolled back on and covering the whole hole when you go back down to C and your lower notes. So when you go G, G, D, D, E, E, D, that's your first couple notes, go back down to C, make sure you have a thumb movement as well. So this is new to us. We've been working on the front of our recorder the last few months. We have a new note that requires us to change how our thumb is being used. So take your time, practice that. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It's kind of long. I believe it's 16 measures long total, 2 lines long. The link is below, so go ahead and practice along with that. Then have your metronome out. Don't be like me and forget to use your metronome. That's also linked below. Good luck, 3rd grade, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.